Hello guys, today chapter 2 polynomial lecture first. Okay, so in 9th class we already learned about these things, polynomials, how we can find the zeros of the polynomial. The same thing we have done, we're gonna do in in 10th class. Okay, so now first the types of the polynomial. Okay, so now first we have first, suppose quotient 2x plus 4. Okay, 2x plus 4 is this what kind of polynomial? We can say linear polynomial. How we can say this is the linear polynomial? The first thing, it is the basis of degrees of the polynomial. You have the variable is x. Okay, so power of the x is 1. Suppose you have some question like this, 2y plus 3. What kind of this? The degree of the variable is y and the degree is 1. So you can say this is the linear polynomial. Okay, now another, you have the function is like this. Okay, so here the most variable is x, the most variable of degree, higher degree is 2. So this is called the quadratic. What do you call? The quadratic polynomial. Okay, and the third one is x cube plus 2x plus 2x square plus 5x plus 4. Here the maximum degree is 3. So this is called cubic polynomial. Okay, now after that in 9th class, finding the zeros. How we can find? Suppose we have given the function x equals to 2x plus 3. So how we can find the zeros? F of x, that should be equals to 0. So 2x plus 3 equals to 0. 3 goes here, minus 3 equals to 2x, then x equals to minus 3 by 2. It means that the linear function, only linear polynomial is that you have only 1 0. So x की value भी 1 आएगी. Okay, now we are gonna do the relationship between coefficient and zeros of polynomial. This is the most important thing. Okay, the relationship between coefficient and zeros of the polynomial. Okay, suppose you have quadratic equation, the general form is ax square plus bx plus c. This is the general form of quadratic equation. Okay, so here a is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, and the c is constant. Okay, now when you have this quadratic equation, in which how we can find zeros? The first we have to know about the sum of zeros. That should be equals to, this is the formula. Okay, minus the coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Here minus coefficient of x coefficient है b, so you can write b divided by coefficient of x square coefficient is a. So here the sum of zeros is minus b by a. Now second thing is product of zeros. The product of zeros is constant term divided by coefficient of x square. The constant term here is c divided by coefficient of x square is a. So you can say the product of zeros is minus b by a and c by a. Okay, now we can write in different type. How we can write? Suppose any quadratic equation, which means you have the 2 zeros. Okay, you have only 2 zeros. So how you can write this zeros? Sum of, suppose दो फैक्टर अपने पास आते हैं तो x की दो वैल्यू होती है, we can say write alpha and beta. Okay, the sum of zeros, so you can write alpha plus beta, and the product of zeros, it means that alpha into beta. This is the formula you should remember. Okay, now Now the question first. Suppose you have equation. This is the equation you have given, and finding the zeros and verify the relationship. Verify the relationship between zeros and constant coefficient. Zeros and coefficient. Okay. The first you have to solve this equation. It means that you have to factorize. Okay. So solution x square plus 7x plus 10, is the multiple of 1. Okay, how you can solve, how you can factorize? So 10 into 1, so you will get 10 into 1 equals to 10. Now divide this 10, the 2 table, 2 5s are 10, so 2 plus 5 7, so you will get 7. So x square plus 2x plus 5x plus 10. In 9th class you have learned these things, factorization. Okay, so take it to common, x plus 2 plus, here the 5 is common, so x plus 2, 5 to the 10. Okay, so this is a common thing, x plus 2, x plus 5. This is the factorization, we have solved it. Okay, after that we're gonna find the zeros. Okay, now what do we do? This function f of x, this should be equals to 0. Okay, f of x, that should be equals to 0, so you can say x plus 2 equals to 0 and x plus 5 equals to 0. So x equals to minus 2 and x equals to minus 5. So here you can say this one is alpha, this one is beta. Now you're gonna verify. Now you can verify the same thing, the sum of 0, you know the formula, minus b by a. Okay, the sum of zeros is, you can say alpha plus beta equals to minus b by a. Now alpha is minus 2, beta is minus 5. Okay, after that minus this b by a value should be based on the given equation. Okay, so what is the b? You already know that b is the coefficient of x, so 7 divided by, what is a, is 1, so 1. Now plus minus minus, so minus 2 minus 5 minus 7 equals to minus 7. Okay, sum of 0 is verify. After that product of 0, product of zeros. Okay, so you can say alpha into beta equals to c by a. What is alpha? Minus 2 minus 5 equals to c. How much c? How much c? C is the 10 and the a is 1, so you can write c is 10 divided by 1, minus minus plus 2 5s are 10 equals to 10. This is the verification. This is verified. Okay, understood? The same question you are gonna solve. Okay, today I am going to give you the question you have to solve. Okay, suppose the question is x square plus 3x plus 2, find zeros and verify. Okay, this is your homework. Okay, next class will be